The existence of England is often taken for granted, despite its crucial role in the formation of Great Britain and the United Kingdom. England had to exist first, and it has been around since 927 AD. But how was England created? Who lived there before the English, and how did it evolve into the nation we know today? After the Roman Empire withdrew from the British Isles, modern-day England saw waves of migration from Anglo Saxon Germanic tribes. According to historians, the native Britons faced attacks from the Picts and Scots and invited some Anglo Saxons to help push them back. Initially successful against these invaders, the Anglo Saxons eventually turned on the Britons and established control over the land. By the 7th century, they had formed the kingdoms of Essex, Kent, Sussex, Mercia, East Anglia, Northumbria, and Wessex. The Anglo-Saxons soon faced their own invaders, the Vikings. In 793, a Viking army raided the Lindisfarne monastery, shocking the unprepared Anglo-Saxons. By 870, East Anglia had fallen to the Danes, Mercia by 874, and Northumbria by 875, leaving Wessex as the only major Anglo-Saxon kingdom. When King Æthelflæd of Wessex died, his younger brother Alfred inherited the throne. At first, Alfred paid off the Vikings to maintain peace, but later he led a military campaign against them, culminating in the Battle of Edington, where the Danes were decisively defeated. Alfred also gained control over Mercia by appointing an alderman to rule under his authority, although some parts of Mercia were ceded to the Vikings. After Alfred's death in 911, Edward the Elder and Æthelflæd became rulers of Wessex and Mercia, respectively. Together, they expanded their territories into Danelaw. By 917, Æthelflæd extended Mercia north to York, gaining loyalty from local leaders. Although Æthelflæd died shortly after, Edward seized control of Mercia, further consolidating Anglo-Saxon power. By Edward's death in 924, most neighboring regions had pledged allegiance to the Anglo-Saxons. Edward's son, Æthelstan, inherited a strong kingdom. Through a combination of diplomacy and conquest, including marrying his sister to the Viking ruler of Northumbria and later incorporating Northumbria after his brother-in-law's death, Æthelstan solidified control over the region. Many historians consider this the point when the Kingdom of England truly began. However, England was still not fully formed. In 937, Æthelstan launched an invasion of Scotland, then Alba, but faced a coalition of Scottish, Dublin, and Strathclyde rulers at the Battle of Brunanburh. The English emerged victorious, further uniting their kingdom, though Alba and Strathclyde remained independent. The Vikings returned at the end of the 10th century. After Æthelstan's death in 939, King Olaf of Dublin reclaimed parts of Northumbria and Mercia. Edmund of England, Æthelstan's half-brother, regained these territories, eventually uniting England once again. Following a period of instability and succession, Edgar the Peaceful became king and finally established long-term peace, order, and governance. His reforms ensured unity and upheld certain Danelaw laws to maintain stability, laying the foundation for modern England. The creation of England was a long and tumultuous process. From the Anglo-Saxon migrations to Viking invasions and reconquests, the separate kingdoms gradually united under strong leadership. Through wars, alliances, and reforms, England evolved into a cohesive kingdom, with King Edgar's reign marking the establishment of lasting peace and governance that shaped the nation we recognize today.